Let us be seated for guided meditation. Let us sit in the presence of the divine source, the root of all things, beginning with the whole universe, inconceivable in its extent, infinite and limitless, and then all the various elemental components that go to make this earth, this body. Let this body sit in the sanctified, holy space in which we are going to meditate. Let us close our eyes gently, being aware that the body is relaxed but alert. That is, if you are seated in a chair, interlock the ankles and tuck them in underneath. Adjust the hips forward. Make sure the seat, if you are seated on the floor, is neither too high nor too low. If the knees are elevated, make sure that you put a cushion underneath your seat, just to raise the hips upwards. Let us sit quietly, being aware of all the sounds around. Let us catch the mood of the evening, even though the sun is not going down yet. Let us again put ourselves in the presence of the source of life, source of light, and the source of love. Let us make sure that the chest, the neck, and the head is arranged in a straight line. Let us be thankful for the vertical position of the spine, enabling us to access every level of the mind and to access our freedom. Let us now dive straight deep within to where our very source, our very root, our very ground, our very foundation lies in the central part of the heart. Let us think that there is a luminous point of light that grows in extent, that is pure love, that expands and penetrates every level and layer of the mind and the body and the atmosphere around it. In this expansion of infinite light and consciousness, let us assert, may all beings be happy, may all beings be peaceful, may all beings be blissful. Let this purity of intention illuminate every space, every object. Let it be infinite, limitless, like the deep blue sky that represents infinite consciousness. Let this blessing be to the planets, to the central focus of their life and attention, the sun, to the emptiness of space all around, to those regions beyond our capacity to observe, in regions that we know of, in regions that we know nothing of. Let us assert, as we spread this wave of infinite love, values such as strength, goodness, beauty, harmony, peace, love, understanding, keenness. Let these waves of thought reach every corner. Let us now be aware of our breathing. And all we have to do is to be aware of how the air enters into the nostrils and how it leaves. Be aware also if the attention shifts. It is this shift. It is not counted as a distraction since we are noticing the shift. We can only count it as a distraction if we become aware of the shift long after it has taken place. But let us be aware of the shift as it happens, when it happens. To assist this concentration, it helps to internally say, I am breathing, I am breathing, now I am thinking, now I am thinking, thinking, now I am listening to a sound, listening, listening. Even now I am irritated, or now I feel bored. Observe all these actions and interactions going on, as and when they arise. Be aware of any shift that takes place to anything that is new. And then return your attention to breathing once more. Now join this act of breathing with a sacred sound. The subtle sacred sound within you comes in the form of a mantra. If you have not got a mantra given by a competent teacher, internally repeat the sound symbol Om. And as you do so, feel how it rises from the navel up through the chest. See how it is centered in the middle of the forehead. And once more, on repetition, feel this Om that rises within you. Let this sound symbol be something like an ocean of light, an ocean of omnipresence, omniscience, omnipotence. Feel that the whole of the universe and the environment is bathed in vibrating waves. Allow the body to join these cosmic waves. Allow the mind to join these cosmic waves. Allow our management sense of ego to join these waves. Feel how all these waves are the universe. And the universe is the voice of God. And beyond these waves, deep in the central core of your heart, the inner chamber, let us imagine that there is a flame, vibrant, self-effulgent. Let us understand that all these waves come from this one light that is steady, that is unborn, that is pure consciousness, unflickering. Let us feel that in the central part of this, a brilliant point of light. Let us feel that within that, all existence is. And let us imagine that from this inner light emerges that form personalized for you. Let us continue with this meditation as a profound expression of love, seating our form of God deep within the heart. Let us pause to imagine every detail, from the feet to the torso, to the shoulders and neck and head. Let us feel how this face within beams like the sun and emanates love that has no fear, no rival, no reward. Let us feel the intensity of this love, and let us allow this entity to pour love and grace on us. Let us, in our creative imagination, assemble colorful, beautiful, fragrant collections of flowers, lovingly placed at the feet of the divine, and fragrant garlands arranged around the head. Let these flowers be constituted of all the actions of the day. Let them be worthy, sweet, and fragrant offerings, a return for all the energy that was not ours, that was the energy of the divine being poured through us, in us. Let us pause for intimate glances at this sweet form. Let us mentally offer fragrance, sweet fruits, the fruits of our labors. Let us offer water and drink. Just as our expression of love in return, since we are loved unconditionally. Let us express our heart's feeling. Let us not discern what we will say, but let us speak honestly. And in the deep silence of our heart, let us listen to the sweet words of divine infinite love. This form is made from pure love, but it is also the expression of pure consciousness. Let us feel how this form merges into the formless. Let us see how consciousness is represented by brilliant light. Let us sink down deeply and enter into it. Merging with it in sweet peace. Until that nearness becomes oneness. And in that oneness, let us hear the echo. I am that. I am that. Let us stay with this inner refuge, this peace that passeth all understanding. O adorable Lord of mercy and love, salutations and prostrations unto Thee. Thou art omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent. Thou art the indweller of all beings. Thou art existence, consciousness, bliss absolute, Sat Chit Ananda. Grant us an understanding heart, equal vision, balanced mind, faith, devotion, and wisdom. Grant us the inner spiritual strength to resist temptation and control the mind. Free our hearts from all our vices and fill our hearts with divine virtues. Let us behold Thee in all these names and forms. Let us serve Thee in all these names and forms. Let Thy presence be ever in our hearts. Let Thy praise be ever on our lips. Let us abide in Thee forever and ever. Let us abide in Thee forever and ever. With this brief meditation, although we have concluded, do not get up from where you are immediately. Bathe in the tranquility of this special moment.